The last thing you want to have if you see yourself as a respectful person or a respectful woman is to come across as a pick me chick. And a pick me chick pretty much is a woman who communicates, hey, pick me. Hey, select me to be your girl. There's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship with somebody. Unfortunately, the world that we live in, when we come across as too hard, when we come across as too strong, too much intention, even though other people want what you want, but when you actually express how much you really want something, it pushes people away. Is it hypocritical? Of course it is. The problem is that you're dealing with emotions. Humans can sense that there's something wrong with somebody who can't control themselves. Evolutionarily speaking, that might have been a negative trait, and so they pulled away from having that, from being with somebody like that. So the first step is this, okay? Understand that too much reaction to the guy will cause you to come across as a pick me chick. Pretty much, you laugh at every one of his jokes with too much intensity. You pretty much are too intense in the way you're staring at him, also because you like him, so you're creeping him out with your stares. And the problem is that there's nothing wrong with you staring at the guy when he likes you back. But when he's unsure about you and you're here and he's there, and let's just say eventually he's gonna go from here to there, right? After the third date. Because you're not controlling how you're coming across, you might scare him away, right? You share too much, right? You talk too much. And the problem is that when you talk too much, people don't respect people who talk too much. Remember, shout and they will turn away. Whisper and they will strain to listen to you for the most part. When you talk too much, especially too loudly, especially too fast, like I used to do when I was younger, you're pretty much communicating that you're a needy person. So calm down with the intensity. Stop responding too fast to his text messages and too fast, even with your words. When he talks to you, stop responding so fast. Stop speaking so fast, right? And when you learn to tone down your reactions, and that even means that when you really like the guy, you kind of tone down your facial expressions. So rather than being at 100, you tone it down to like a 50%. If you put conscious awareness and conscious effort to do that, you could fix that part of being too reactive to the guy. The second one is communication, communicating that he's your type. When you tell a guy that you're my type, when you insinuate that he's your type, right? When you say that you look like my ex-boyfriend, you're pretty much saying, "Hey, I like you and I want you to know that." And again, there's nothing wrong with doing that. The problem is that with some people, when they don't like you the way you like them back, they will take that as weakness and they will use that against you. Learn to hide that kind of stuff. Because when you hide that he's not your type, when you hide that he's your type, you're pretty much making him guess whether or not you like him back. You want him to keep guessing. But when you communicate, if this dude looks like Leonardo DiCaprio and you say, "Oh, I love Leonardo DiCaprio," obviously he's gonna say, "I got this chick in the bag." But when you say, "Oh, I love Leonardo DiCaprio," right? And then you tell him that your type is Tyrone, the personal trainer. Obviously, you're gonna make him say, "Okay, what the hell? Like, why am I not her type? What did I do?" and stuff like that, right? So just learn to hide that with you. Keep that to yourself. Let him guess it. All right. So let's talk about the third thing. Before that, if you guys ever want to work with me one on one and get my honest feedback, because people, I may have a little bit of Asperger's. I think I realized this, and I've noticed a lot of symptoms. To be honest with you, like obsessive behavior, repetitive, listening to the same songs, eating the same food, reading the same books, right? Being brutally honest. Those types of things have actually, I kind of noticed in myself. I may have to go to get it checked, but it's kind of interesting. I really do think unfortunately, I think I'm on the mild side of the autism. It makes sense. Get him. I mean, let's have compassion for him. Sorry, Alexis. Right? All of a sudden, Melissa's acting nice towards me, right? But yeah, I really do think that. I do think so, and also even the way that I speak sometimes, like the stuttering. If you guys notice, I eat my words sometimes. It's kind of interesting, right? So yeah, if you guys ever, but it helps because it gives me the ability to be more honest than most people. So if you guys ever want my honest feedback on your dating life, I will not sugarcoat it, trust me. You just let me know in the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one, and you can purchase it. Um, or if you guys ever are on a date and you guys want me to listen in and see what you guys are doing wrong, I also offer that. I'm thinking about the pricing, but if you guys ever want me to coach you to listen to your dates that you guys have with guys and me give you your feedback, that's actually one of the best things in the world, to be quite honest with you. You could just click on the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one. So the third thing is you're not seeing anyone. You're communicating that you're not seeing anybody. You're pretty much removing competition in any area of business. If you let the competitor know that nobody is trying to get what they're trying to get, also like that other people are not on the bidding war, you're pretty much lowering the value of that product. So you have to communicate that you're seeing other people. The problem is that when you like the guy, you pretty much hide the fact that you're not seeing other people. Even if you're seeing other people, you hide it because you are afraid that it could potentially make them get turned off. So you want to communicate that, put them in a sexually competitive state. The fourth one is wanting intimacy too fast. Pretty much communicating, let's go on vacation. Let's go on a romantic dinner down the pier. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Like just communicating that you want intimacy. It could be telling him how much you really like him, right? Trying to speed the relationship up too fast, trying to open up about traumas that you shouldn't be opening up on the first date, right? You're trying to create that kind of connection too fast. You want to slow it down. You want to be the one that says, we got to slow this down. This will actually give you more power. The fifth one, wanting to introduce him to your close personal friends and family too fast, or vice versa. You wanting to meet his friends too fast. When you do that, you're pretty much communicating, let's fast forward to this relationship. You're pretty much saying, hey, can you pick me to be your girlfriend because I'm desperate. You want to be the one that's hesitant to introduce him to your family. You want him to be the one that feels a desire to introduce you to his family because he's proud of you. If you're the one pursuing this and he's the one being hesitant, that's not a good sign, actually. That's actually an extremely red flag on his part. And it's a red flag on your part because you're pretty much telling him that you're somebody who's needy. And the sixth one is qualifying yourself, telling him the good things about yourself too much, telling him how great of a person you are too much. There's nothing wrong with communicating your positive traits, but you want it to be communicated over time. Not that you're forcefully trying to tell him how successful you are or how you dated a rock star in the past and you say that to make him jealous. He will find out those things over time. The problem is that you're afraid that he might reject you too soon to the point that he may never see those good traits. You want to be more patient. Unfortunately, you want to sort of like allow things to unfold more slowly over time, right? So don't tell them about your positive traits too much, right? Downplay yourself initially at first. That's a good rule to avoid qualifying yourself, because when you like somebody, that's what you do, right? You pretty much say, hey, yeah, I could cook. I'm the best cook, man. I cook for my guy. I could make a good girlfriend. Or saying, yeah, man, I am an excellent. I give great massages. Well, you're pretty much communicating something else when you say that. But stuff like that, like saying, yeah, I make a good wife, or yeah, I can make it, like just communicate. Like it's like when a guy's talking about his money, saying how much money he makes, saying how big he is, how strong he is compared to other guys, or even like showing you his Instagram and saying, look, I have this many followers, or look, I make this amount of money. Even though those are positive traits to have on the surface, the fact that you're qualifying yourself and you're communicating to him like me because of this thing makes you look weak and makes you look like a pygmy chick. And those types of things pushes guys away. And the last thing, which is number 7, I think, is texting too much after the date and pursuing dates and not letting him be the one that chases. You have to allow him to chase you. You have to let him be the one that comes towards you, that sets up the date, that sets up the times to meet. Because when you're the one that is on the pursuit rather than him being the one that pursues, you're pretty much removing all of your power that you could potentially have. Let him do all the work. In the beginning, let him do the chasing, because if you don't let him do the chasing, you're pretty much gonna come across as needy and you're gonna creep this motherfucker out. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys ever want to get my honest opinion on your dating life, work with me one-on-one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 8, 19, and one is 14, 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.